Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of En-Syte. I am your host, Stephen. Um, I hope, and I pray that I don't have the same issues as I did last week. Because if I have the same issues that I did last week, I'm gonna be highly upset. I'm gonna be like legitimately upset. So go ahead and do that, that, that. So yeah, you're gonna hear this clicking. You're gonna hear all this clicking, all this stuff, because I can only do this when I actually start the video. I'm trying to think, trying to think, trying to think, trying to think. Dude. Yeah. Okay, now I'm done. Okay, well, hey everybody. Hey Brandy, hey Tamika, how y'all doing? I think I'm good. I think I'm going. So today, the second day of July, we finally reached summer. It came and smacked us in the face. Yeah, that's ice water right there. Because I'm feeling I'm going to need that for the whole duration. Summer came and smacked us right in the face out here in the Midwest and smacked us hard. So, I almost forgot to do one other thing. And boom, now it's a public video. There we go. Good. All right. So, there's something I want to mention and something I want to talk about before I actually got into the episode, but I forgot what already. So yeah, we're not going to worry about it. We're not going to worry about it. We're just going to go ahead. We're just going to get started. All right. So now, as we all know, hey, Aaron, as we all know, when we, start that new path onto a relationship and everything of that nature, as we're going deep and we asking those questions to each other, like, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite movie, song, things of that nature? You ask all these lovely questions and things like that until you dig a little bit deeper and that one question pops up. So, how many people have you had sex with? Okay. I knew this question was going to come eventually. And you really like this person. So you don't want to lie, but you don't know the full truth. What do you do? Now, here's the thing. That's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. It's not about what would you do. The whole point of this particular part of the topic is, does a person's sexual past really matter? Especially the older that you get. Now, I know some people aren't as sexually out there as others. There's some people who may have had, a multitude of partners, while some people only had just enough that they can only count on one hand, and they're the same age. But the thing is, okay, Aaron says, I don't ask that question, kind of feel like it ain't my business. Nah, I guess, yeah, in a sense, yeah, it's really, not the person's business, anything like that. But the thing is, here's the thing. What is the point of asking a person that particular question? Nope, keyword, pass. So, nope. Yeah, that's what Aaron just said. She says, no, keyword, passed. So, nope. But the thing is, Aaron, people ask this question. People legitimately for some odd reason, want to know the answer to this question about how many sexual partners you have been with. Things of that nature. Like, is that really a major thing? Oh, that's what I want to talk about. In case y'all hear random noises and random voices, my next door neighbors are outside with their kids and families, and they've been yelling. So you might hear them through the microphone here in the background. Just letting you know that right now. You probably heard that. You're probably hearing that right now. But hopefully, even though this is a very good microphone and it can pick up a water drop about a good 30 feet away. But still, beside the point. Why is it so important for someone to know about someone's sexual past? You know, like is that really a major thing? Like I'm trying to figure out like when it comes down to someone's sexual past, like what is the importance behind knowing the answer to that question? Do you want to know if they're experienced? Hey, Deandra, do you want to know like were they safe or something? Like what was the whole point? But the okay, Aaron says, but the number too high, we think they're a hoe. But if the number too low, we think they lying or suck at sex. Oh, man. If the number's too high, they're a hoe. If it's too low, they're either lying or they suck at sex. Uh, Gotti, what up, Gotti? Aaron also says, "Screw the number. When's the last time you got tested?" Yeah, we go. See, that's the one thing that a lot of people ask. When is the last time you went out and got tested? But we're gonna say that we're gonna say in this perfect world, we're gonna say we're gonna say this is a perfect world, and there's no such thing as an STD or any form of disease like that. Just for this 1 hour segment, let's act like that does not exist because we already know that we care about when someone gets tested, if they get tested and things of that nature. But in this 1 hour, just give me this 1 hour that we have a perfect world and nobody has an STD. Let's just go with that, okay? So my thing is this. If a number is too high, they are considered a hoe. Why would they be considered a hoe if their number is too high? On second thought, what is considered a high number of partners? What is really considered a high number? Like say if a person is, we'll put them at the mid-range age. We'll put them at the mid-range age of 30. It's a 30-year-old person. What is too high of a number for a person who is 30 years old? Technically could have been having sex for about 10 to 12 years. Ever since they started having sex at the age of 18, that's 10 to 12 years that they could have been having sex. What is too high of a number? Hello, Shamika, how you doing? What is too high of a number for a person to have, what's too high of a number for sexual partners? Like, really? You have a 30-year-old who say been having sex for the past 10 to 12 years. Not saying that they've been sexually active or anything like that, but that's when they started having sex. It was 12 years ago. And they've been having sex throughout them years, of course. What is considered too high of a number? That would make it seem like, oh, okay, you're a hoe. We already know that if it's a low number, they either lie or they suck at sex. According to Aaron, they either lie or they suck at sex, one or the other. But I can't say nothing. So I'm just thinking, like, what is considered a high number for someone who is 30 years old? Who is 30 years old and who's been having sex for 12 years, from 18 to 30. 18 to 30, that's 12 years. And they've been having sex in 12 years. What is too high of a number? Hey, you said it, so don't be laughing. You the one who said it, Aaron. She over here LOL. Man, she the one who made the comment saying, like, if your number low, you either lying or you suck at sex. One of the two. You either lying or you suck at sex. One of the two. So, like I said, I just want to know what is considered a high number. What is considered a high number over a decade-long span? What is considered a high number? Now, 10 years is a long time. It's a long time. May not see it, may not think about it, but it's a long time. What is considered a high number? I'm just waiting to see what y'all gonna put, because y'all gotta type this in. I can't hear y'all. Y'all can hear me, but I can't hear y'all. So y'all gotta type in what's a high number. Whew. I'm gonna be drinking on this water for a good minute because, like I said, summer has hit the Midwest like a smack in the face, like hard smack in the face. At 30, smashing for 10. I feel it's gonna be funny. Aaron says, at 30, smashing for 10 years. Now, if you say like 50 or more, you nasty. 50 or more, you nasty. So, okay, let's think about this. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. I'll give you my number in just a minute, Shamika. But I'm gonna go off of what Aaron just said. Now, she said at the age of 30, you say you smash it for 10 years. Now, if you say like 50 or more, you're nasty. So that's like having sex with 5 people a year. That's 5 people a year at the minimum. Is that really considered a high number? 5 people a year. That's like what, like one every month and a half? That's like one every month and a half. I mean, that may not sound like much when you break it down, but 5 people in a year, having sex with 5 people in a year, that's just like if you're single at the time, then that just seems like it's fine. Now, if you just jump from relationship to relationship to relationship, then that's a little fucked up because that's some mental issues that you need to work out because you got some separation issues. I'm sorry, but you got to get some help for that. But if you're single, I say that 5 a year isn't necessarily high. What's up, Dre? Isn't necessarily high. I'll probably take it up a little bit higher than 50. But to answer Shamika's question, I would say over a 10-year span, if someone is 30 years old, over a 10-year span, I would say 70 or to 80 partners, 70 to 80 different partners in that 10-year span would be considered a high number. The reason why I say that is such a high number is due to the fact of, now you got to really think about it. You break that down. You break it down in a 10-year span. You having 70 to 80 people. That's 7 to 8 people per year. That's literally almost a different person every month. That is a considerably high number. That is actually a high number to the point that you could actually, push off on. Now, 50 may sound like it's high. If you ask a person like, so how many people have you slept with? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, if I really go back and think about it, there was Linda, Felicia, Dawn, Siobhan. You guys going through the whole DMX song, basically. Like, there was Cookie. I met her at the ice cream parlor. About 3 Kims, Latoya. You're just going through the whole list. You go through the whole list and you really think about it. It's like, damn, I done had sex with a lot of fucking people. Because you don't think about it. The person who's being asked this question don't really think about it until they're asked the question. So nobody knows what their number is until they actually go back and like, damn, how many people have I slept with? Shit. Because no one thinks about that. No one does. So why is it relevant for you to even want to know this number? Because guess what? They're not going to know, especially over a 10-year span. Not over a 10-year span. 10 years is a long, long time. Some people can barely remember what they had for breakfast last month on a particular day. What makes you think that they're going to remember who they had sex with 8 years ago, 6 years ago, 4 years ago? They may remember the relationships that they have been in those areas, but when it comes down to the sexual partners, they're not going to know. So why would this even be a question? Why would this even be a forefront thought to even ask this question, period? That's the whole point of this particular part right here. Why would this even be considered a question? Like, really? It shouldn't even be a question to even ask when it comes down to things. Because the older you get, chances are the higher your numbers are going to be. Now, if you're 21 and you just started having sex 2 years ago, and all of a sudden you hitting 50, your little ass a fucking hoe. Your ass a hoe. You need to go. You need to go find Jesus or something, because you just nasty out here, just slanging it or opening it up for anybody. They just nasty. So over that age range, there, no one's going to know their exact number. No one's going to be like, well, you know, there was this one time in high school. Then when I went off to college, yeah, there was about those crazy times right there. There was about 4 from there. Like, no one's going to remember that. No one's going to remember the exact number. They got to sit there and think, and you think like they sitting there and thinking for so long, it's got to be a high number. Then boom, you done with them. Like, why? Why should it matter who they had sex with in the past? That's the past. They trying to be with you. You trying to be with them. You shouldn't be worried about your past. You shouldn't be worried about their past, because guess what? You got one too. And no matter if it's 3 or 30, you still got a sexual past. Just because you can remember just because you can remember the 3-4 people that you slept with over the tenure of your sexual life doesn't mean everybody else is going to. We all know that the 90s and early 2000s sex was so fucking easy to get. Sex was so easy to get in the 90s and the early 2000s. So it's like, hey, Shantae. So it was just like, it was simple. It was simple. You know, because everybody at that time just wanted to feel good. That's what it was. Now, because it wasn't all this extra technology at first. We had some, but not a lot. So guess what we did? We just fucked. Once we found out what fucking was, we just fucked. In the 90s and early 2000s. Now we got all this extra technology. Now it's a different story. Back then, you could fuck to your heart's content. To your heart's content. Now, no. So that's why it doesn't matter. You go between 1990 and 1999, I can guarantee you, unless you were a child, guaranteeing you, if you were between the ages of 20 and 30 in that span, you were fucking. You were fucking. Nothing wrong with that. You were a grown adult, but still, why would the past even matter? Why would someone's sexual past matter to you right now at this point in time? That should never be a question that should be asked in terms of developing a relationship, because now you're going to look at that person differently. Whether it be in a positive way or a negative way, you're still going to look at that person differently. Why don't you just experience the sexual gratifications or the sexual disappointments for yourself when you actually get to that point with that person? That sexual past doesn't matter, because guess what? I'm going to put it to you like this. Every guy can basically come the same. Every woman cannot come the same. So from a male perspective, he may have had sex with different women, but he never had sex with you. So just because he made this woman come this way, and this woman come this way, and this woman come this way, and this woman come this way, doesn't mean that he's going to make you come those same ways. He has to understand your body and understand how you work and understand to make how you basically feel good. So that sexual past shouldn't matter. That is the whole point of never asking about someone's sexual past. Never discuss the sexual past. Just like, so who have you been with? God damn it. How am I supposed to know? It was some one night stands here and there. I mean, I was drunk at a frat party. I was drunk at my cousin's house, and he had there was some strippers, and I can't remember their names. Hey, I think one of them was named Sparkle. I don't know. If we don't know the number, how are we going to know who it is we had sex with now? Considering how small some areas are on this planet, You cannot get upset if someone had sex with somebody that you know. You can never get upset if someone has sex with somebody that you know, given the fact that this planet is small as hell. There's a small ass floating dirt rock that we live upon. I'm just saying, due to the fact of the size of it, you can have sex with somebody's friend and not even know that they're friends. And all of a sudden, you just had sex with them that one time, and they tell their friend about you. But there was just that one time, and you never spoke to them again, you never seen them again. But then you meet someone later on down the line who just happens to be a friend of that person you had sex with. Then all of a sudden, you kicking it with them, you chilling with them, you vibing with them, and all of a sudden, you meet the friend and be like, oh shit. You her friend. Like, y'all know each other. Yeah, we met each other like 3 years ago. I think it was like 2-3 years ago. Like, oh, so why y'all saying like that, man? I ain't gonna lie, we fucked. I'm like, that's the thing. You're gonna come across people that are friends with each other, and just Dre just said, especially with social media, you're gonna come across people that know people. You don't know that they know each other. Hell, they don't. One of them don't know that you know. It's crazy. It's crazy. But the point is, you do not know who knows who. Now, if you do know that this person knows this person, and you went and had sex with them, and then you want to go and try and talk to that person, then you're dirty as hell. You're wrong for that shit. Don't do that shit. That fucks with people's emotions, and that's how people end up dying. That's fatal attraction shit right there. Don't do that shit. But when you're not doing no craziness like that, I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say, like, I gotta put this. The people that you have sex with, if you're not in a relationship with them, if it's just casual sex, just for, I got mine, you getting yours, cool beans, whatever. You're not going to really care for the person's first name, last name, whatever the case may be. Nothing like that. You just want to get your nut and get out the door. Granted, you can do that now, and it's not a big thing. Some people do prefer you be 100 with them. What up, Jerry? Some people do prefer you to be 100 with them and say, hey, look, I'm just looking for sex. I'm not looking for a relationship at this time. I'm just looking for sex. And if you down for that, cool. If we develop something later on, cool. If we vibing, cool. But other than that, right now, I only care about getting mine and helping you get yours. What's good? Some people, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. There is nothing wrong with that. As long as you're solidly 100% honest with them. I'm sorry I cannot speak. But as long as you're 100% honest with that person, chances are you will get what you want and they'll get what they want. And who knows what will happen later on down the line. Oh, man. For those of you who are out here in the Midwest, please stay hydrated. Try and stay cool. It's warm as all hell outside. I'm trying not to say the H-O-T word because, we did come from that frigid ass weather back in January, February, where it froze like the freaking tundras of Russia. So it's like, So if you are outside, if you are doing anything outside, please stay hydrated. Please stay cool as best as possible. Check on elderly people. If you have elderly family members or friends of family members or whatever the case may be, check on them. And for all of my women out there who are well endowed and thicker than a Snicker, please stay cool. Please stay cool and keep all your thickness in check. Please and thank you. All right. So when it comes down to that, I don't think that the people that you have sex with in the past I'm not gonna say that they don't matter. That just sounds wrong. I'm not gonna say that they don't matter. I'm just gonna say is that if you haven't, the question coming from someone shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter of how many people I slept with. It shouldn't matter if I slept with 10 or 100 people. It shouldn't matter because that's in the past. I mean, my past may have been wild and crazy, and I may have grown, and I've grown out of it. But I'm not gonna know how many people I didn't slept with. I'm not. You're never gonna know. You're never gonna know. So it's like, eh. But case in point, sexual past should never be discussed in the beginning of a relationship. It never should be. Granted, due to the fact of this age that we live in, this technological era that we live in, that anything can be found at the press of a damn button, a swipe of a screen. Anything can be found. So that's just certain information that's never going to be found, so you're never going to know. So you just be like, I don't know. I've been in a few relationships and now I've had some of these things here. So I probably maybe like 20, 30 people. I don't know. I'm 34 years old. I don't know. Like, hell. You only remember the significant times you had sex with someone. That's the only things you remember. It's the significant times you've had sex. Like, what up, Mike? Like, the only times you really remember having sex is the ones that actually matter to you. Like, it's not like, oh, just some random. No. It's the ones that matter. It's the first time you've ever had sex. The ones that you were in relationships with, ones that were just freaking mind-blowing, you're going to remember them. You're going to remember those three particular ones. Your very first time having sex, your relationships, and anyone that was just like, God damn, where has she been? You're going to remember those people, and chances are how many times you've had sex with them. You're going to remember your relationship ones because they're your exes. Some of them may be exes for good reasons or bad reasons, but nonetheless, they're reasons. And then your very first time, of course, you're going to remember your very first time because it was either extremely good or extremely bad or just average. There was no in between. It wasn't great. It wasn't great, but it wasn't good. It was average. But sometimes it's never amazing. But sometimes it can just suck completely. It's never like, oh my God, this is awesome. But no, it goes back to like, no, this is a piece of shit. So you're going to remember that first time. You're going to remember that first time. So those are the only times you remember about having sex. No matter how old you get, unless you just forget completely, you're going to remember the very first time you had sex. You can forget what you done had for dinner yesterday or the day before, but you for damn sure going to remember the first time you had sex. You're going to remember how old you were. You're going to remember where it was at. You're going to remember who you were with. You're going to remember the freaking time, almost the time of day. Like, yep, it was, I was like 15 years old. Her name was Jessica. It was on the beach. It was about 5:30 and 27 seconds. And yeah, it was amazing. The sun was up in the sky, kind of beaming a little bit, but it was awesome. Like, you're going to remember that shit off bat. Just FYI, that's not my first time. Just let you know that's not my first time. That was just random generated. So nobody think my first time, I was 15 with a girl named Jessica on the beach. Wasn't me. Oh, man. This water is freaking amazing. I'm not going to lie. Oh, man. But yeah, when it comes down to your sexual past, it's just one of those things that shouldn't be touched, shouldn't be bothered, shouldn't even be discussed. Just let that sleeping dog lie and never wake it up. Never bother with it. Never worry about it. Just leave it be. Just leave it be. I was going to ask about the craziest place anyone has done it. But then again, that's be asking about your sexual past. And I just say we're not going to discuss it now, are we? So, yeah, this was not going to be too long of an episode because I am warm. I am very, very warm. And I can barely stay awake, as you can probably see in my face. One of my eyes is doing Forrest Whitaker. It's just drooping on its own kind of thing. Can't even tell there. It's like that one right there. It's like it's doing a Forrest Whitaker kind of limp because it's so damn warm. So with that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. If you like this video, feel free to like it, share it with your friends. Click on the little link in the description where it says En-Syte. It'll take you over to the page. Go ahead and like the page. I have all my other videos on there from episode 1 all the way up to episode 87, which is this one right now. Cannot believe it. 87 episodes. 87 episodes, y'all. This is crazy. 13 away from episode 100. Still don't know what I'm going to do. So if you guys had any suggestions, let me know. If you got any suggestions of what I can do for episode 100, let me know. That's going to be within the next 13 weeks. 13 weeks, y'all. That sounds like a distance. But man, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, it's a lot. Definitely, Dre. It is a lot. So if you guys have any ideas or any suggestions of what I should do for episode 100, let me know before I reach episode 98. All right, let me know what I can do by episode 98. That's right now 10 weeks from now. So I'm giving you guys 10 weeks to help me out, to help me figure out what I'm gonna do for the 100th episode. Because I'm gonna let you guys know what it will be on episode 99 on what it is I'm gonna do. But I need your help. So if you can figure it out, let me know. Inbox me, share it on my page, tag me on page, whatever you need to do to get a hold of me. My line is always open. Go ahead and click on my name and inbox me. Let me know something. Let me know something to do. Because, man, it's 100 episodes. I'm coming into 2 years of doing this. 2 years of doing this. Simone, you late. But I know you work, but still, you late. But I'm coming in. Hey, Simone. I've been doing this show for 2 years. Just to let you know, Simone, we already discussed everything. I'm basically closing out the episode right now. But I'm just making a small discussion right now. But I've been doing this show for almost 2 years. It's actually be 2 years next month that I've been doing this. I'm 13 episodes away from episode 100. 13 episodes away. And it has been crazy. It has been a crazy 2 years when it comes down to me doing this. I didn't think that it would be like this. I would not think it would have, grown the way it's grown. I'm not saying like, oh my God, it's over the top popular and everybody comes to look for it. No, I'm not saying it. So yeah, it was a good topic. But I can understand when people work. It's the week of the 4th of July, so not a lot of people are too busy with this. They're going out and shopping and things of that nature. It happens. People won't be here all the time. People won't catch every episode. I understand that. I get that. I know this. Not a bother to me at all. That's why I save these videos so y'all can watch them later. So, I mean, like, when it comes down to this show, with you guys have made this show, like, phenomenal. And this is coming up on a 2-year anniversary next month. And then on top of that, I'm coming down to having the 100th episode in 13 episodes. 13 weeks. I'm going to be at episode 100. And I haven't the slightest clue of what I want to do. I have to do something. Major or something. I got to think of something. And I need you guys' help. Because I wouldn't have thought that to this point that, I'll just do this little show. It's just going to be on Facebook. Have a little fun with it. Now, I have a whole page and a whole YouTube channel for this right now. Yes. YouTube channel with 17 subscribers and 12 videos. It's going. It's going. By the way, if you haven't already, go over there to YouTube. Just type in the title of the show. It's called En-Syte, EN-SYTE. Do that in YouTube. You should see one of my videos pop up. Click on it. Go ahead and click on my name and go ahead and subscribe. Strippers. I'm not having strippers for my 100th episode. I'm not having strippers. Hey, 20. I'm not doing strippers for my 100th episode. I don't have that much space to work with, and I'm not adjusting anything that we got right here. I'm not adjusting anything. So, but no, I'm not having strippers. I'm gonna figure it out. I'll figure it out. So it's like, I'll figure it out. So it's like, I'll figure it out. I'm over here thinking at the same time, but I'll figure it out. But over the course of these 2 years, that I've been doing, still hard to believe it's been 2 years that I've been doing this. It's amazing. It's just flat out amazing. And it's all because of you guys. You guys have made this show what it is right now. And you guys have slowly but surely making it better. And I try to come with you guys with the best topics, the best content that I can, and hopes that you guys enjoy it, and hope that you guys would, comment as well as you can. And I know that it's not going to be 100 and 200 comments on every episode. Like right now, this one has 25. Everybody's not available right now because, of course, it's the week of 4th of July. So, of course, I'm not expecting that. But just the sheer fact that people have popped up. As a matter of fact, I think it's like 1 or 2 people. I don't think I've ever seen them pop up on my show before. That've come, and somebody shared this video, and it's greatly appreciated that you shared this video. So please, every time you can, share the videos, because you never know who may need to hear this. I always say that you never know who may need to hear it. I don't know why, but I just feel that there's someone out there that needs to hear these. That's actually the reasons why I started this. I was doing it for fun, but I always think that there's someone out there who needs to hear these topics that we have. Not just reading it, but actually hearing it from someone with some form of, empathy, emotion, and things of that nature. So it's just like, these are one of those shows that, hey, Carrie, what's up? That really needs that human element. It needs the human element. I am basically like all those ads, all those little articles that you will see on Facebook, that you click on and you read through it and everything like that. I'm basically the talking human version of those. Yes, people wrote these, but now I'm actually out here giving my best to them. Hey, Irene, okay, just let you guys know that popping in right now, I finished discussing everything about this episode. Right now, I'm talking about just like the fact that I'm coming up on the 2-year anniversary of the show, and I'm 13 episodes away from the 100th episode. So I'm trying to think of something. Also, at the same time, if you have not subscribed on YouTube, go over to YouTube and click that little subscribe button. It'll help the channel out greatly, guys, and it'll help me bring forth greater content. Because don't forget, eventually I'm going to be going to YouTube. I'm not going to be on Facebook much longer. I'm going to be going to YouTube. So I'm going to need you guys to go over and subscribe to that and be prepared, because I will let you know when I start over there. But at first, I need you to go over there. I need you to. So, I mean, like 2 years in the making, 100 episodes coming up. It's been fucking beautiful, and it's all thanks to you all. It's all thanks to you. Well, the topic was discussing sexual past. We were basically talking about like, should your sexual past be discussed? Like when you first meeting with somebody, you first talking, and ask, so who have you had sex with, or blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So it's like, yeah. But we talked about it already, and we already discussed it and everything like that. It wasn't really a major discussion. And then after I was getting ready to end it, I really thought about everything else at the end. So that's what I'm talking about right now. Basically, the 2 milestones that are getting ready to come up in a matter of weeks. Well, one is basically 3 months from now. July, August, September, October. So in October will be the 100th episode. Carrie says, no, why would it be? But I will let them know what I like and don't like. Okay, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that a person's sexual past, I guess we can discuss it a little bit longer because I got time. I don't think a person's sexual past should be discussed. I don't think that. I mean, like if you was to actually rewind this video back to the beginning and you actually see what I was talking about and hearing what we were saying or hearing what I was saying and what I was reading from people, you'll see that it's pointless to ask someone about their sexual past. It is pointless. It is in the past. Just because I had sex with somebody 5 years ago, that's not relevant to today. I don't even know where this person is. I don't have no form of contact in this person, period, point blank. So why would it matter if I had sex with this person 5 years ago? Like, it's pointless to even like think about it. That's basically the whole point of my episode in this. For this particular episode, I don't care. It shouldn't matter how many people you slept with in the past in terms of moving on to a new relationship. It just doesn't matter. But like Irene just said the same thing. I don't care about what a person has done before me. Exactly. It doesn't matter. But you know, that's just how people are. That's just how people are in most cases. And they really believe that that's a relevant question to ask. Everyone else. Really, Irene? Really? Everyone else will be dull after me, though. Okay, cool. Carrie says, what about who they did it with? Like if it was family member, etc. Also discussed that as well. Basically saying how small this world is. You don't know who knows who. You don't know who's family and who's not, and then you won't know until later. So like I said beforehand, you met somebody, you had a one night stand with them. I mean, y'all vibed a little bit, but it was just a one night stand. And then all of a sudden it's like say like 3, 4, maybe like we'll say about 5, 6 months later, you meet someone else. Like I said, that person was a one night stand. They're gone. Now you meet someone else 6 months later. You start vibing with them. You start doing like boom, 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 boom. And then after y'all been vibing for so much, y'all in a relationship, 2 years later that you've been talking to this person, you meet her friend, who happens to be that chick that you slept with at one night stand 2.5 years ago. Should that really matter? You didn't know that they were friends. Hell, if they were family, you didn't even know that they were family. So why would that even be an issue if you didn't even know? Like, it's irrelevant to that fact. I'm like, okay, we had sex, but it was like 2.5 years ago. It's like 3 years ago. I'm like, why is that even irrelevant? Why should that even be a deal breaker or anything like that? I did not know that you two were friends or family. I just know that I met her. We were drunk. We had a one night stand, and boom, that's it. That's all. I met you later on down the line. I vibed with you. We're in a relationship. We about to be engaged. Why should it matter that I slept with her 3 years ago? It doesn't. It doesn't. I know what I got. I know what I want. I had her a long time ago. It doesn't matter anymore. Done. D-O-N-E. Done. Okay, y'all, I gotta go because I'm almost out of water. And like I said, it's warm. warm. It's warm around these parts. So I want to thank you all for watching. Appreciate all the comments. Please share this video. Don't forget to click on the link. Go over to the page if you haven't liked it. Don't forget to go on the YouTube. Type in the title of the show. That's En-Syte. Go ahead and click onto one of the videos. Click on my name. Subscribe to it. The more subscribers I get, the more content I can bring you all. So thank you again for watching. And as always, stay cool in this warm Midwest heat. And stay insightful. Peace.